Hello, my name's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to do a quick 10-month update on my Freetrade account. So I opened up this Freetrade account in January at the start of this year, and then I've been investing small amounts into it. I opened it up originally with £100 in it, and then for the last few months, I've just been putting £25 in each month. So I've done that for 4 months. I've been putting £25 into it. I've obviously put a total of £200 in of my own money into this account, and then luckily and very kindly, thanks to you, I have had £63.09 worth of free shares. So thank you so very much for that. I'll let you know what those free shares were. So this is where people have used the affiliate link down below, where if they sign up using that link, I get a free share and so do they as well. So I have had free shares through that, which, as I said, total £63.09. So I got Fallen Angels, Endo, Standard Charter, Embraer, LG, Royal Mail, S&P Utilities, Redrow, Sports Entertainment, SMFG, and then most recently I got the FTSE 100. So I sold all of them. They tend to be around the £4 to £7 mark is the free shares that I've got at the moment, but I think you can get all the way up to £200. I saw someone had actually written a comment on one of my videos saying that they'd referred a friend to Freetrade and they'd actually got a Beyond Meat share for £74. So they were obviously really lucky, and I have not been that lucky so far, and as I said, they tend to be valued around £4 to £7. But that link is down below if you want to check out Freetrade for yourself and get yourself a free share. So in this video, I will be updating you on what I've done in my Freetrade portfolio this month. I will also be sharing with you my top 5 performers from the last month, which have all gone up over 8% in the last month. And then I'll just give you an update on my portfolio as a whole and how it's doing generally. So first of all, I'm going to go into my top 5 performers from this month. So all of these have individually gone up over 8% in the last month, which I'm really very pleased with. So the first one is Nextera Energy Partners, which I bought very recently in the last couple of months. It's gone up 9.68%. Then NEO has gone up 14.79% in the last month. Marvel Technology again was one I added recently. It's gone up 8.88%. Twist Bioscience, another one which I added recently, is up 8.31%, and then Netflix, which was one of the ones I opened this account with at the very beginning, is up 13.66%. There's a lot of talk about Netflix being quite overvalued at the moment. However, obviously in the last month it has gone up 13.66%, and all of these investments are ones I plan to hold for the long term, so I'll not be selling it, and I'm just quite pleased with those gains at the moment. So it's quite tricky with Freetrade because what they do is they add on the money that you've made from any free shares into your overall balance of what you've made and the percentage gains that you've made. So I wanted to remove that just to give you a fair idea of what I've actually made percentage wise. So as I said, I paid in £100 into this account, and then I've done 4 lots of £25 more recently, coming in at £200, and then I've had £63.09 worth of free shares. And then the difference then between the balance of that, which is £263.09, the current balance for my Freetrade account is sitting at £272.52, which is an increase of £9.43, or a 3.58% increase. Now, if I'm completely honest, that doesn't sound that good, particularly when you compare it to my Trading 212 portfolio, which has got lots of individual stocks and shares in, and that is currently up over 25% in the same amount of time. However, that Trading 212 portfolio does have Moderna in it, which went up over 400% since I bought it. So that's really pulling up that portfolio. But also because I've added money into this portfolio more recently and more of the free shares have come more recently, a lot of those stocks and shares that I've bought more recently haven't had time to grow, like the ones I would have bought back in January. So actually 3.58% isn't representative of the full 10 months. Some of them I've only held for literally a couple of hours because I bought some more of some recently. So actually it's not too bad. So let me tell you about what I've done with this account this month. So obviously I had the £25 go in that I put in myself, and then I had a free share, which was that FTSE 100 share, which has gone in. So from that and the £25, I had a little over £30 to be making decisions with and moving money around with. So what I actually decided to do is just add to some of my holdings, because there wasn't anything that was taking my fancy this month, and I just thought I would rather add to the existing holdings that I'd already done my research on and I wanted to invest further in. So the ones that I added to were Horizon, then I added extra to Summit Therapeutics, then I also added a bit more to NextEra Energy Partners as well. So those are the three that I've added to in my positions in my portfolio. So now my whole portfolio in its entirety is made up of NextEra Energy, Dexcom, which is up 33.82%, which is phenomenal. I think that was one of the ones I originally bought. Square, which is up 14.56%. Then UMC, which is up 4.88%. NEO is down 4.99%, but actually it has really rebounded in the last month, as I said, and has gone up 14.79% in the last month. Marvel Technology is up 11.25% in its entirety, and that was a new one that I added. Horizon, as I said, I literally bought some more of that a couple of hours ago, so it's showing up as down 0.16%, which is fine. Summit Therapeutics is not doing particularly well for me. It's down 22.84%. But again, it's one I want to hold for the long term. Then Twist Bioscience, which was a new one I added last month, I believe, is up 3.91%. Then Netflix is up 27.26% since I bought it, which was back in January. It was one of the very first stocks that I bought on Freetrade. Then Twilio is up 7.97%, and then Zai Labs is down 17.22%. As I explained in previous videos, I had only got £100 invested in this Freetrade account for a while, and because of that I wasn't really focusing on it, and I was focusing more on my larger investments, which are in my investments ISAs outside of this account, which are predominantly invested in ETFs, trusts and funds. So I wasn't giving this the attention it deserved, really. So I started to focus on it a little bit more in the last few months by adding in that £25 and having a think about what I wanted to do with the account. So we've got 2 months until the end of the year. I will definitely continue putting money into this for the next 2 months. So I think what I'm going to do is in December kind of do a roundup of how my first year on Freetrade has been, and then think about how I want to take this account going forward. So as I said, I predominantly focus on investing in funds, trusts and ETFs in my investment ISA, which is outside of Freetrade. And I've decided to kind of do these Freetrade and Trading 212 updates as stock portfolios, and it was supposed to be a kind of bit of fun to see how I got on with investing for myself in individual stocks and shares. So as I said, my Trading 212 account is up over 25%, which I'm really pleased with, and I'm happy with that level of returns. However, as I said, this is sitting at 3.58% up at the moment, which is fine, and it's better than I would have got in a high interest savings account. However, if I'm honest, I'm starting to question whether I'm really taking the best approach with this, because I'm not sure I have got a lot of time to be researching individual stocks and shares. It's very hard to beat the market. The only way that I have been able to beat the market, well, with the Trading 212 account, I've beaten the market, but that's because I got very lucky with when I decided to invest in Moderna, and that has done very, very well for me and has pulled up the portfolio on the whole. With Freetrade, I am obviously not beating the market, and the only way that I've been able to beat the market, as I said, is with that Trading 212 account, but also by investing in actively managed funds that have historically beaten the market and have continued to beat the market for me. So I'm not sure whether I should take this more down the route of starting to invest as I do outside of Freetrade. I was more drawn to investing in individual stocks and shares because I thought it would be more interesting for you to see how it does. I might actually start properly next financial year doing a kind of can I beat the market, and maybe potentially buying some of the Vanguard, VUSA, S&P 500, and then buying some American stocks as well on Freetrade and seeing if I can beat the market. I'm not sure what to do for the best. So let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to carry on with buying individual stocks and shares, or if you would like me to use this Freetrade account as I do my ISAs, which are performing much better, to be perfectly honest. Not as interesting, potentially, but making me more money, so I don't know. But let me know what you'd like to see. I hope you found this video useful. I've been really pleased I did a video on the ETFs and trusts as well that are available on Freetrade, and those videos have gone down really well actually. So if you want to check those out, I will link them. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it interesting. Sorry it wasn't more exciting, but thanks so much for watching anyway, and have a really lovely day. Bye bye.